Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can recreate this potato chips packaging. So you must all be knowing this really famous brand of potato chips called Lay's, and when you open it properly after you've eaten it, it looks something like this, right? So it will have all the ingredients on one side, the nutritional facts, the logo and the barcode as well, right? So these are some of the things that usually potato chips packaging will have, and I'll show you how you can recreate this template as well. Right, so what I'm going to do is that I'll be first creating a new document. So over here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is that give the dimensions of my document. So first thing I'm going to do is that I'll be changing the dimensions to inches. So the front side where the main logo and the flavor of the potato chips comes in. So I'll be giving the dimensions of that, right? So the width is going to be 5 inches and the height is going to be 6.5 inches. Alright, so after that I'll change the document name to Lay's chips packaging, and I'll go ahead and click on create. But before that, also make sure that the orientation is in portrait format. Let me click on create. Alright, so we've got our main front. This is our front of a packaging, right? So I'm going to go ahead and change the layer's name to template. So what I'm going to do next is that I'll be creating these back folds as well. So I'll come back here and so I'll be choosing the rectangle tool next. So the next rectangle is going to be, the width is going to be 2.5 inches and the height is also going to be the same, which is 6.5 inches, and we click on OK. So we get this, and I'm just gonna bring it over here and keep it on the side like that. Okay, so let the stroke be the way it is so that you can see where the packaging gets folded and you'll get a rough idea, right? So I'll zoom out a little also so you can see better. So I'll select this and I'll make another copy on the other side as well. So in order to do that, I'll be clicking on Alt and then just dragging my rectangle onto the other side as well. So we've got our two back sides of our packaging as well. Now the only thing that is left to do is that I'll be adding these smaller rectangles on the borders as well. So this acts like these side ones will be the place where it gets stuck on together at the back, and this top and this bottom one will actually seal the package in place. Right. So I'll go ahead and also make another rectangle now. So the width of these rectangles will be 0.5 inches and the height is going to be 6.5 inches as well, like that. I'll zoom out again and I'll bring this rectangle onto this side right here. I'll select this and I'll make another copy on this side as well. So I'll click on Alt and drag it like that. Now that's done. The only thing that's left is to add the rectangles on the top and the bottom as well. So I'll select this and I'll just make one rough rectangle like that. I'll come over here to this transform panel, and over here As you can see now, the width is like the total length is 11 inches. That's perfect. The height has to be 0.5 inches like that. Now it's perfect. So I'll just bring this rectangle to the bottom as well. So to do that, again, we'll be clicking on Alt, and I'll just bring it right here at the bottom as well. Alright, so there you go. We've got our rough template. Alright, so now the only thing that is left to do is that I'll be go ahead and add the color as well. So since I'll be making this sour cream and onion flavored chips Lay's packet, so it's going to be green in color, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'll just select these rectangles, come over here to this drop down panel of the fill, and I'll be choosing this green color right here. And what I'm going to do is that I'll create this, wait, yeah, so I'll come back here to this rectangle and I'll just make one rectangle going like that, and the fill remains to be green as well. So once we've got our basic template, I'll go ahead and also lock my layer. So the reason I'm doing this is that when I go ahead and I'll be adding the other elements to my packaging, I do not move or accidentally delete any of the template I've made, right? So I'll go ahead and create a new layer, and layer 2, I'll be renaming this layer to be contents. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is that I'll add the logo right here, this logo and this chips one right here, right? So I'll click on Ctrl+O, and I will be choosing this logo, Lay's logo 2, which is in a PNG format, and click on open. So you can actually get the PNG in Google really easily. So if you just Google this, you'll get this image. But just in case, if you get an image with the background, you can easily remove the background in Photoshop, and you're just left with this, right? So I'll just drag this image to our main document like that, and I'll resize this by clicking on Shift+Alt and resizing this like that, and place it right here on the top as well. Okay, so we've got this. And as you can see, this Lay's logo is right there at the back side as well, but it's only smaller in size, right? So I'll just select this again, and I'll make another copy right here by clicking on Alt and dragging it over here. And I'll resize this again by clicking on Shift+Alt and moving it up like that. Okay, so once that's done, now I have to add this chips as well, right? So I click on Ctrl+O again, and I'll choose this, which is the sour and cream onion chips right here. So again, you can get the image, this PNG image, up on Google as well. But in case if you find an image which has some kind of a background of it, I highly recommend that you get the background removed first, either in Photoshop or in any other software which actually just removes the background, okay? So I'll just crop this image a little because I do not require the excess white negative space. I just need it to cover just about this size, and I click on apply, and I'll just get it right here onto my document packaging right here. Okay, so let it be this size, and I'll get this chips over here as well. So I'll click on this, click on Alt and bring it right here. And I'll go ahead and also resize this even further like that. Okay, so we've got our main contents right here. So as you can see, like this logo right here, this main logo has some kind of an outer glow to make it look more highlighted, and it makes it look a little bit more like a 3D effect. Right, so I'll add the effect as well. So I'll select this, go to my effects panel right here, come to stylize, and I'll click on outer glow. So over here in the outer glow, I'll change the color from black, and I'll just bring it over here to white, and I'll change the opacity from 75% to 95%. And if you click on preview, you can see this outer glow comes up. Right, so once that's done, I'll go ahead and click on OK like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the other contents as well. So I click on Ctrl+O, and I'll first add the basic ingredients of the potato chips. Right, so I already have this image saved. So as you can see, this area in this box where it says ingredients, I just require this box and I do not require this lace packet over here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and also crop this image and bring it like this. I just need the box like that, and I'll click on apply. So once we've got this, I'll just drag it over here on the side, and I'll resize this as well. And I'll bring it over here. I'll zoom in so that I just want this packaging, this ingredients portion to fill up the space a little like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and also unlock my template layer, and I'll make sure that this image is still selected. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to blend it with the background so that this white background color gets removed and it gets blended with the background color. So we go to this transparency panel, and here in this blending mode, you can see the blending mode to be normal. And the drop down, I'll click on multiply, and there you go. You can see it gets blended with the background as well. And I'll go ahead and lock my layer again. So if I zoom out a little bit more, there. Okay, so we've got this. Now let's see what are the other things that I have to add. So there's the barcode right here, and the nutritional facts over here, and as well as the icon which says it's a veg icon. So I'll add the barcode first. So I'll use this barcode image that I already had saved. And I'm going to go ahead and also just bring it here onto my document, and I'll resize this by clicking on Shift+Alt and bring it here to the bottom like that. So I want to blend this again. So I'll go back to the transparency panel and click on multiply. So when you're adding the blending mode, make sure that the original this template layer is also unlocked, otherwise the blending mode will not happen. Okay, I'll go ahead, close this one as well, and over here I'll add the nutritional values as well. So I'll again click on Ctrl+O, and I'll find my image right here. So this is the one, nutritional value of potato chips. So what I need is just this box which says nutritional facts, and I do not require this nutritional analysis as well. That's just additional and that's not necessary to be added onto my packaging as well. So I'll go ahead and crop this as well like this. Okay, click on apply and then just drag it onto my document right here. Resize this, bring it on top, and go ahead and also change its blending mode to multiply, like that. Now the only thing that's left to add over here in this context, in the content, is like the wedge icon right here. So Ctrl+O, and here it is. So this, again, this image you can easily find up on Google, and you will automatically just get the PNG as well. So I'll just drag this over here and I'll resize this like this, resize this even further, probably make this a little bit more smaller like that, and I'll bring it over here to the side. Go ahead and close that as well. So I'm gonna add additional icon right here which says that once you've done eating the chips, you have to throw the packaging away in the dustbin as well. So you can get that icon up in Google as well. So again, I'll be opening up my document, I'll be opening up my image by clicking on Ctrl+O, and I'll find this icon that I've already downloaded and saved and bring it over here. I'm going to resize this by clicking on Ctrl+Alt. I'm going to zoom in on this because I want this icon to be the same size as this, like about here. I'm going to give it equal space like this. Okay, unlock this layer and I'm going to blend this one as well. Go to transparency and click on multiply, and there you go. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now the only thing that's left to do is that I have to just add the name over here which says sour and cream. Sour, cream and onion. It's right here. I'm going to go ahead and also lock my content layer so that I do not accidentally move any of these icons around. So I'll create a new layer, and in the layers 3 panel, I'll rename this to be text. Choose the type tool right here. Click on my document and type in sour cream and onion. So I'll select this, change the fill to be white, and I'll also increase the font size to 36 and bring it here in the middle like this. Or I'll probably just change the font size a little bit more. From 36, I'll make it 34. And I'll also change its alignment on this. Change its alignment. Wait. On this alignment panel. So what I'm going to do is that I'll just make this one come over here in the middle like that, and just make this come a little bit on just like this, adjust this a little, and there you go. So we've made our packaging for this chips packet which is sour cream and onion. So what I'm going to do next is that I'll go ahead and also quickly just save my document. So what I'm going to do is that I'll go to this file option and click on save as. So by default, my file name is going to be the same as my document name, which was the lace chips packaging. And I let the save as type over here be Adobe Illustrator. The reason I'm doing this is because so that I do not, just in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily access my Adobe Illustrator file. And I click on save and I click on OK. And there you go. Our document has now been successfully saved as an AI file. So you can see right here, this .ai comes right in front of our document name. So now we've come to the end of our video. I hope you found this tutorial to be useful, and you can make your own packaging of chips however you want. And if you want, you can also go around and create your own logo, or probably give your own unique name to the chips packaging you want to create. And that's it. So I hope you guys had fun watching this and enjoyed this as much as I did. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.